It's week 9 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Lions and the Niners on Sunday Night Primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
As we're off in week 9. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Now 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Montgomery running right. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
2nd and goal from the 1. Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force the turnover on the opening drive and come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now Purdy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. A little juke and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20 and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Running left, Montgomery. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Niner defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. St. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Lions have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Purdy looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second down and 6 now. Throwing here, Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. There's the stiff arm. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Gibbs straight ahead. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And shedding through the tackle. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun, here's Goff. Here's a diving catch right side. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle them without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Gibbs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And not a whole lot doing there, so get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of the season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. The production, sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw, Goff. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on second down. Purdy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Purdy winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. 20-13, the final score. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Jamar Chase, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw is Goff. Flushed out right. This to Laporta, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy. And he's got his man on the out route.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Purdy from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down he'll go at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Purdy. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Pushes him over, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Ooh, the juke. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. 3rd down and 10. In motion goes Patrick. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. Oh, wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. Again to Montgomery out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Goff now to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
On gain of 5, it's fourth down.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Purdy looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here's Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action here. Purdy throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They go ahead and snap it. Goff eluding the pressure right. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Purdy now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Can't get it right, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. That's complete to Pearsall. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Purdy will look to throw again here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Lions, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons.